Welcome, citizens of the Brookwood community, to our first Zoom health and nutrition class taught by myself. I forgot to change my name. I'm not Becca. I'm Heidi. And all of these 18 citizens from home who have been learning these same things. So the first thing that we are going to teach you all today is something that we have labeled traffic light eating. So we break down foods into something that looks like a traffic light. And what are the colors of the traffic light?
Red, yellow, green.
Red, yellow, and green. Good, Eddie. So let's start with the green, because green is good. Green,
Yes.
Go foods. And who can tell me what are the green foods?
All those wonderful fruits and veggies.
Wonderful fruits and veggies. Good job, Hillary. That's right. You can have as many fruits and vegetables as you want, right? Eat all the colors of the rainbow. They're super yummy for you. And you don't have to think about that too much, right? So then we have yellow foods. What are yellow foods?
Apple.
Austin? You have your hand?
Well, I do have one thing to ask. Make sure if it's right or not. Just get me wrong. I'm not wrong, but it'd be like squash.
Squash?
Squash. Yes.
That's a vegetable.
It's part with the all the veggies.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So
Right?
where would that be? That would be a green food, right? I'm going to show you a slide to help us. I share my screen for just a minute, and I'm going to show you. Hold on.
What are you trying to do? I can help. Really.
Oh, thank you.
Austin, is controlled by computer.
Well, hey, I'm on my iPad, so y'all can tell me what I need to do.
I'm going to show you something on my computer, which is traffic light eating. There, can you guys see that?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Green
Let me zoom in.
fruits and vegetables, yellow foods. Does somebody want to read some of those?
Pasta, rice, beans, tortillas, eggs, lean red meat, chicken, turkey, fish, nuts and seeds, beans, lima beans, olive oil, low-fat cheese, Greek yogurt, and soy foods.
Thank you. Excellent. So can we eat as many foods as we want from this list, or should we be more cautious? Yellow, what does yellow mean at the stoplight? Does it mean go through?
Red light food off.
It's caution, right?
Caution.
These are good foods, but in
Moderation.
in moderation. Perfect word. Yes, perfect word. Okay, so let's look at our red light foods. And also, Alexa, what is another name that you use for red light foods?
It's just muted, maybe.
You just said it a few minutes ago. She calls them sometimes foods, right? Because we can have these.
I call them sometimes food.
That's right. Sometimes foods, because we can have them.
That's what my mom calls it.
Your mom's pretty smart. So these
Like my mother does too. Definitely.
red light foods, you want to, what do you do at the stoplight when it's red?
Stop.
When it's red, right, you stop. Then think about that. Can you make a better choice? Perhaps you could have a yellow light food instead. Or maybe it's a special occasion and you want to have a red light food that day. That's okay. We can all have red light foods. We don't want to have them every day because that wouldn't be super healthy, right? No, you can have them sometimes. So those are our traffic light foods. How do we know how much food we should be eating from this?
Circle.
I'm going to show you this.
Oh, a little bit. I have some Doritos.
Okay, so you remember learning about the food pyramid? Has anybody ever learned that before? Have you seen that? Yep.
That was a little bit different to me. I never seen this before. Never have.
It's a little bit different. So the food pyramid is made by the US government, and this healthy eating plate is made by Harvard Medical School. Has anybody ever heard of that?
No.
Pretty smart people there.
No.
And they made this healthy eating plate to be easier for you because we don't eat pyramids, we eat off of plates. So when you visualize this, you can look down at your plate and you could know that, see this line right here? Divide your whole plate in half. And what's half of your plate consist of?
Fruit and veggies.
Half your plate should be fruit and veggies, right? The other half should be broken down. Whole grains.
Whole grain and healthy protein.
Perfect. Thank you, Eddie. Whole grains and healthy proteins, right? We just talked about those. Whole are carbohydrates, and healthy proteins help our heart, our bones, and our muscles, right? We're going to go into that in just a minute. What should we be drinking? Right? Lots of
Water.
water.
H2O.
Excellent. Yes. We like to cut down on red light drinks, like so. Drink lots of water. It also says, look here, Greg Gosler would be so happy. What does this say over here?
Say activity.
Stay active. We should be moving, right? It's good for our body to stay moving.
Yeah. Did she pick the mail up?
Um,
I'm gonna go get it.
so here's some
Harvey's in the garden.
an idea for you to keep.
No.
Okay.
No.
I'm going to move on to the next class that we taught, which was macronutrients. Okay, can you see that?
Yeah.
Macronutrients. There are lots of macronutrients, but there's 3 main basic macronutrients, right?
Yeah.
Carbohydrates, proteins,
And fat.
and I love this diagram because it shows us that there are some foods that are kind of in the middle, just like there's some foods that are kind of red and yellow light foods. They're just kind of somewhere in the middle. There are foods like that that are the same. They're a carbohydrate and a protein, or they're a protein and a fat, right? So,
Wish was turning it up a little bit louder.
can you tell me, why do we need to eat carbohydrates anyways?
Energy to burn.
Amen. Thank you, Hillary. We need energy. We need energy to burn. Good job. And what are some things on this list? What are some different kinds of carbohydrates?
Bananas and apples.
Fruit is a good source of carbohydrate because it has natural sugar, which gives us energy, right? So
Yep.
Right.
And what else?
Thank you.
What are these things? Remember that Harvard plate?
Fat.
We had half the plate was fruits and vegetables, half was healthy proteins, and we had whole grains.
Brains.
Right? So but we have like whole grain breads, we have seeds, we have potatoes. Those all give us energy also. Okay, proteins. Some people eat.
Like that's a steak. That's steak.
What is this? chicken,
Chicken.
turkey, fish,
I'm on the call.
and
Because I
some people that don't eat a lot of animal protein have to eat some plant protein. Who can tell me some plant protein?
I love having this Zoom stuff, Evan.
Oh yeah, Zoom's cool.
What are
Change
these?
it.
What
Change
are
it.
these over
I
here?
love you
I'm
people.
gonna change it back real quick.
Okay.
Like grapes. Grapes.
Legumes. Very good.
Okay.
Another word for legumes are ooh, look at you eating a banana. So my girl. Awesome. Okay, sorry. Beans. Yes, they are high carbohydrate, but they are a great
Whoa.
alternate source of protein
Ah.
for vegetarians. Okay. And then our last one is fat. And why do we need fat? You can tell me what's in here. What are we using right now?
I told you there was no man.
Our
Brain.
brain health. Our brains need good fat. And
Here, Alexa.
show me this. Show me. Can I see your heart? There we go. Good fats are good for our hearts. Also lower our blood pressure, right? Oh, I forgot this protein. What is a good rule of thumb for remembering how much protein we should be eating?
The size of the fist of your hand.
The size of the fist of your hand, or smaller, right? You don't want to get too much bigger, but the size of the fist or smaller. Everybody hold it. There you go. Let's see if we can remember in case we forget. And we do all of these things to stay healthy, and proteins make us show me your
Stronger.
stronger. Show me your muscle.
Stronger.
Right. Yeah. We have one more thing that I want to talk about real quick. We did this last week, and it is called, here we go.
Oh, I've been out last week.
This is called the Dirty Dozen and the Clean 15. So there's a group every single year that gets together, and it helps us make choices for whether we want to buy our fruits and vegetables organic and not organic, right? So
Oh.
the reason, well, this is the Dirty Dozen and the Clean 15. So the reason, first of all, the reason they put pesticides on these is because when farmers are growing these crops, sometimes they get things in there that are eating their crops, like bugs trying to kill them. But what am I trying to say? At the same time, those things can carry over to our body. We don't want to eat those things that kill the bugs because they're not good for us, right? So they made these lists to help us. So they tested all the foods, and they found the ones that it's really smart if you buy organic because they have the most pesticides on them, right? And that's the Dirty Dozen. Who wants to read the Dirty Dozen?
I'll do.
Okay. Go ahead.
Strawberries, spinach, kale. I don't know how you pronounce that.
Mm-hmm.
Apples, grapes, peaches, cherries, pears, tomatoes, celery, and potatoes.
Fantastic, right? So if you have the ability and if you want to eat the healthiest vegetables, those are the ones that you can make the most impact eating organic, right? The ones that are the most clean, that
All we know.
you can eat all of them, but if the ones that have the least amount of pesticides on them are the Clean 15, and those are, you want to read them?
Yes.
Okay, number 1, go ahead.
Avocados, sweet corn, pineapple, onion,
Papaya,
papaya, big
sweet peas, frozen sweet peas, eggplant, asparagus, cauliflower, cantaloupe, broccoli, mushroom, cabbage, honeydew, melon, and kiwi.
Perfect. You guys are so smart.
All right.
Teach this class. I appreciate it. I hope everyone got a good review. I hope everyone at Brookwood had fun seeing their friends and learning something at Brookwood College. And I look forward to this whole COVID being over and it's all being back together at Brookwood again.
What's your aunt name?
Thank you guys so much. And we're going to sign off next time, okay?
Okay.
So cute.
Bye.
I want to say.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.